From rock bottom to the bright lights, this is where redemption meets hustle. CEOs, entrepreneurs, creators, and comeback stories. This is real inspiration. Welcome to the GITT Up Podcast with your host, Adam Larkin. It's not just a show, it's a movement. Now let's get it. Today I'm sitting down with Brad Hatton, founder of Gutter Pro, Kentucky's #1 full exterior commercial and residential construction company specializing in gutters and specialty roofing systems. Brad's story is one of true transformation, from addiction and rock bottom to strength, discipline, and leadership. He went from a 110-pound addict to a 250-pound strength and fitness model, proven that recovery isn't just about getting sober. It's about rebuilding your body, mind, your faith, and your purpose. This episode dives into recovery, resilience, faith, business, and what it really takes to become a man others can trust, follow, and learn from. This is from the gutter to the top. Forged by God, built by discipline, sustained by recovery. Brad, welcome to the GITT Up Podcast, brother.
It's a blessing to be here, my man.
Good to see you, man. You're looking
Yes,
good.
sir. Thank you, man.
Looking healthy and happy.
Absolutely.
So early life and addiction, bro. Like, where'd you grow up? And take us back to the version of Brad before recovery.
All right, so there's one man that scares the absolute hell out of me, and that's the old me. I wrote off life, man. So I was born in Big Hill, Kentucky, or that was where I was raised. I was born in Richmond, so I'm from Big Hill, and my mom passed away when I was 4, and my dad left me at the babysitters. So I grew up. My babysitters actually adopted me. And they were amazing people. I went to church on Wednesdays, twice on Sundays, and I always held this resentment against God because of the life that I'd had. Mother's Day, you'd be in school, everybody celebrating Mother's Day. My mom wasn't there. Father's Day, nobody there. And school was really my escape. I would go there, class clown, popular, play sports. I wanted everybody to want me and accept me because deep down I feel like nobody really did. And I tore my knee out playing football my junior year, and all of a sudden the phone rang and it was my real father. He's like, "Hey, son." And at first I was like, "No, I don't want nothing to do with you, man."
And you were like 17 at this point?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. And my my foster parents, who are my godparents, I remember my goddad looking at me saying, "Son, that's your real dad. You know, people make mistakes. Pick the phone back up, call him, give him a chance." So I did. Well, I got to go over there on the weekends, man, and this is toward the end of my junior year. And my real father was a big dope dealer.
Right.
All right. And run the construction company, one thing fed another, do it right construction. Like he was the best at what he done. And I got to see all the cars and the flashy jewelry, and my at one point in time they had like 12 vehicles, all nice vehicles, jacked up. When avalanches first started getting popular, what I mean. So I seen this life, and I'd go back to my godparents, and they were strict, man. I'd go back over there, and especially going into your senior year, like I'd have parties and stuff, and I'd go to my dad's on the weekend. I was done raised, so then I could sneak off, and I got into pot and just drugs in general, and one thing led to another, and I started dabbling and dealing in drugs, and before you know it, and the whole time, all this is going on ever since I was a little boy. I've been on a construction job site, you know what I mean? Like my papa would tell me, like, "Look, you just left on the doorstep, everybody give up on you. You learn this trade, that way no matter where you go in the world, you're going to make money. You can become something.
Absolutely.
Nobody can ever take this from you, man.
Right.
You got a particular set of skills. You know what I mean? So all this was told to me, man, and I'd worked, and so basically I got this freedom from my dad, and I broke my godparents' heart. We got into it being strict and all, the church and stuff, and I was like, "Listen, I'm out of here. I'm going to move in with my dad," which was the worst mistake of my life. So I go over there, I'm already raised, and you realize what addiction life does. I got to hide my little brothers in the closet and stuff, and try to break them up from fighting and get black eyes and them biting each other all the time. It was horrible. Right. It was horrible, man. me and my brothers, like we're forged from a different breed, man.
Right.
We're all we had. You know, everything else was in the drug game. So I left out of there, just spiraling out, and I joined the 1506 union. I traveled the East Coast, metal framing, doing custom roofing systems on Walmarts. And during this time, too, I worked for a lot of great companies. One in particular who's one of my idols in the business, Isaac Specialty Roofing Systems, Levi Isaacs. You know, all them guys were a great deal to me, taught me, but I always had a drug problem. I just couldn't quit. So I was traveling the East Coast. Well, I don't know if you know this or not, but you get drugs way cheaper up in other states. Kentucky's where you come to make money, you know?
You know, I know, bro. I'm from New York.
Absolutely. So I started bringing stuff back here, doing stuff back here, and it just was a never-ending, just horrible process.
Well,
man.
the bad thing, too, about that is not let alone is the price is way cheaper, but the quality is way higher.
Oh, yeah.
Because everything's coming into New York City, off the docks, off the boats, different countries right there.
Absolutely.
And it's the epicenter, man.
Absolutely, man. So I get back here, and I get this girl pregnant, and I have a little girl, okay? Well, I'm going to change my life now. I finally got a kid, and I can have a family that I never had. So I name her Holly after my mom, and Nevaeh's heaven spelled backwards.
Nice.
And Holly Nevaeh Sue Hatton. And, of course, that's what we do. Listen, I've learned now that I've got 8 years clean. And I've learned.
Congrats. That's huge.
Thank you, man. I've learned whatever you put in front of your recovery, in front of yourself, you'll lose it. Like I wanted to say, I'm going to get clean for my daughter.
Right.
No, I didn't.
That'll never work.
It never worked.
No.
It never worked. I found myself in a jail cell on a 2.5-year sentence, and my daughter, 4 years old, and here she is without her dad, and here I am, the dad that hated my dad for leaving me when I was 4.
Right.
And I'm in the cell, and I'm the dad that I hated to her.
Right.
You know, burnt every bridge that I got. I mean, my little brothers watched their idol, man, because in high school I was the man.
Right.
You know,
You and me both.
yeah, absolutely, bro. And they watched their idol just fall off and become. I mean, right before I got sentenced, I was a 110-pound needle junkie, man. Like I didn't have no home. My papa would leave the basement unlocked, so because he felt like I didn't have nowhere to go, so I could go in there and just kick back. I went from trap house to trap house, begging dope dealers to see who owed them money. That way I could go collect it. Just give me a shot.
Right.
Like it was horrible.
Yeah.
It was horrible. So then God intervenes and sends me, I get parole upon completion to Emelina, Kentucky, Hickory Hills Recovery Center.
Okay.
All right, so I'm like,
Old school.
old school.
Boots on the ground, baby.
Hey, boots on the ground, baby.
But that's what hard-headed individuals like me and you need, man.
Absolutely.
You want to talk about a God thing as well. So I went to Stepworks for 30 days, 2019 in London. And crazy story about that. I actually went to Detox in Lexington. First time I ever went to Detox in my life. Didn't know anything about recovery. Sure as hell didn't want to be sober or hang out with people that were sober.
Yeah.
And after I went out of my mind coming off all the benzos and opiates and them locked down. So, Detox is supposed to be, 5-7 days? Mm-hmm. They kept me in the Ridge in Lexington for 16 days, locked down put me in the old folks wing, locked it down because I'm hallucinating, scaring people coming off all the benzos and opiates.
Yeah.
And end up at Stepworks in the middle of nowhere in London. I'm like, oh, Lord. I was so scared. I see them come out in the blue shirts. And I'm like, this is my fate. They're going to hit me with a Thorazine shot. And I didn't even know it was a treatment center. I thought I was hit permanently, like it was like karma. Yeah. And they were just trying to help me, you know what I mean?
Absolutely, man.
But yeah, so did 30 days there, did 4 months at a sober living in Corbin. But where I'm getting back to is the Heaven Nevaeh part. So Heaven, like you said, Nevaeh spelt backwards. I went to Heaven Nevaeh Healing Center in Indiana for addicts and alcoholics. It's a ministry. Yeah. And just got off the grid, bro. Learned construction. Yeah. Learned to trade. That's what I did before I started any of this. I learned how to do everything from concrete to roofing and in between framing. And taught me skills, bro. So when I left there, I could do construction. That's how I saved the money, got back into school, and started GITT Apparel. So that's awesome, man.
That is awesome.
Because I didn't even know a trade until I was 37.
Yeah.
But I learned it sober.
That's it. And nobody can ever take it from you.
Right. I mean, I'm not anywhere close to a master or anything. No. I'm probably more on the laborer end, but I know how to do a lot of stuff.
Hey, you can get it done.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So they send me to Hickory Hills Recovery Center. And the whole time I'm thinking, man, hell yes. I'm gone. They don't lock the doors here. As soon as I get here, there's no desire in me wanting to recover at all. I've been locked up for 2.5 years. So I get there, and everybody starts, I love you, man, and I ain't got no clothes. So, I got charges. We stole a truck and got pulled over, and or overdosed, then wrecked the truck and got pulled over. So they had to cut my clothes off of me. So when I got released from jail to go to parole, I had no clothes. One of my cellmates was like, "Hey, listen, just sign my personal belongings out to him so he can give me the outfit to wear to rehab." And I had nothing.
Literally drove it like you stole it.
Yeah. It was actually the slowest car chase in Madison County history.
It was like OJ?
Oh, yeah, look listen. Hey, when you're up 12 days and you're going 30 mile an hour, you feel like you're going 200 mile an hour. Everything's just fast, If you're really going 25.
Time's all distorted.
Yeah. So I get to Hickory Hills, man, and these guys give me clothes. They give me cigarettes. I was smoking at the time. And everybody says, "I love you, man. Just hold your seat." I'm like, "Dude, you don't love me, man. You don't know me." This is where they send all the people that write statements. I'm definitely not staying here. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I get there. I mean, that's the truth. And I get there, and I'm in SOS with 4 guys, Mike James, Derek Mills, and Will Flores, them 3. I was the 4th one. They called us the 4 horsemen. Terror, frustration, bewilderment, and despair, baby. You know what I mean?
Nice.
And we become best friends, man. And Mike James passed away, and there's 3 of us now. And, I got restarted twice. It took me 10 months to complete a 6-month program. You know what I mean? I got every issue and problem that you could have. I got phones, everything. But I wasn't fake.
Right.
I'm not a model inmate in jail. You know what I mean?
Right.
I had to get all that trouble to mold me into who I needed to be.
Right. Well, and you can remove the drugs and alcohol, but then we need to learn how to live as sober adults, right?
Yeah,
so it's
absolutely.
Once I was sober and in a sober living, now I'm doing everything, character defect-wise known to man. I'm just not high and drunk.
Yeah.
But I don't know how to live as an adult because last time I was sober, I was 13.
Yeah, that's it.
So it's like I'm basically
restarting
in a teenage body, probably didn't mature even close to the rate that I should have. So now I'm 37, probably, if I'm lucky, as mature as a 21-year-old with a 13-year-old's mind.
Absolutely. That's 100%.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So I ended up graduating. I'm a Hickory Hill alumni, and I'm going to speak and give my testimony at Harlan. And I meet this girl over in Harlan Treatment Center. All right, and she's beautiful, man. She stole my heart. So we start talking this while I leave, and I start going to my buddy Wills, who lives in Somerset. And she would come see me, and we would talk or whatever. Well, I was scared to death, bro, to go back to Richmond, Kentucky, where I was from, because I knew everybody there. Like, I had nobody. Because you show me your friends, I'll show you your future.
Exactly.
Period. You know what I mean? Whoever you're around is who you'll become.
Right.
And I didn't know nobody. I didn't know no hope shots up there, bro. You know what I mean? I was the only one. I'm the one in the making, let alone being around everybody else up there.
Right.
So I decided I was going to move in with my buddy Will. Well, right around that time, me and her start getting close. Well, her parents says, "You know what? We like him. He can come stay with us." So I get in this relationship with this girl who's now my wife. You
Nice.
know what I mean? Best thing in the world. We started out at her mom and dad's in the guest bedroom. I was scared to death to walk on a construction job site because, let's be real, 90% of construction workers get high, man.
Absolutely.
You know? And I prayed, man, and I grinded, and I was like, look, just God, if you'll enable me to have a company, I'll give everybody a shot. Like all the ones that's written off,
Right.
I'll give them a shot, man. I want a recovery-based company where you could come in, where you can relate with those worst of the worst. That's one of my best superpowers that I got, is no matter how bad and how lost somebody is, bro, I could pull up a seat and say, "Let me holler at you for a minute."
Exactly.
You're not alone.
Right.
The most powerful words in the world is "me too."
Right.
Because I didn't think nobody could ever relate.
Exactly.
And I prayed and prayed and prayed, and she believed in me, man. So at first I just worked with her dad on houseboats, and then I'm like, look, I had a Travis Moberly and Logan Davis, who own Kentucky's #1 bathroom and kitchen remodeling company, Integrated Home Design.
Nice.
And they knew me, and they were like, hey, Brad, you're cleaning stuff now? Like, won't you come let us sub you work? So I started my first company, which was 5 Star Solutions. It's kitchen and bathroom. I ain't got to worry about the weather, nothing like that.
Right.
So I started. Me and her dad done phenomenal, man. And the whole time, I'm saving up money, and I'm wanting to start Kentucky Gutter Pro.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because it takes money to make money at anything.
Exactly.
And you got to have 10, 12 grand to buy a gutter machine, and you come from nothing. You ain't got no help.
Right.
So this is how God laid it out. We're working, and like I said, me and my wife started out in the guest bedroom in her mom and dad's. We saved up our money. I mean, she bought me my first phone, bro. I had to pay $40 a week child support. I wasn't making but $50 a day. You know what I mean?
Right.
And, I mean, we started with nothing. We moved into a house, air mattress on the floor, had a little bitty 12-inch screen that I would hook to the DVD player. I had 2 movies, Tombstone and Transformers. You know what
TNT.
I mean? Oh, absolutely, bro. Because I have to have something on the TV when I go to bed, you know?
Right.
And
Tombstone's fantastic.
absolutely, man.
Yeah.
Absolutely. What we must do is redefine the nature of our association. Doc Holliday.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
I'll be your Huckleberry.
That's it. That's it. So, one thing led to another, and my daughter, who's actually behind the scenes watching me right now, my youngest, who's amazing, she has coach's pitch in softball. So I'm volunteering, man. It's what we're called to do is to serve. So they needed an extra hand, so I'm helping. And with the other guys there, it was me, Daniel Upchurch, who was the coach, James Kilburn, and Charles Day. Well, Charles had just decided to work for Platinum Roofing, and he's asking me questions, and we talk, and he sees what I'm doing. I was like, listen, man, the first thing I'm going to do is buy a gutter machine and take everything over.
You can make some loot doing seamless gutters, bro.
Yeah, absolutely. He's like, really, gutter? And I was like, yeah, you buy by the pound, you sell by the foot, you don't go to the penitentiary. You know what I mean? And he's like, really? So we got to talking, and we split a machine. And believe it or not, the Gutter Pro was his idea. That was my boy's idea. And I loved it because I'm from the gutter.
Right.
From the gutter to Gutter Pro.
Exactly.
So we had an agreement, and we started. It was me, Arlie Trusty, and Alex Perez. It was 3 of us. I had a beat-up red truck I still got. And it was, I cried when I bought my Dodge. It's a 2002 Dodge Ram 1500, but it was the first real truck that I ever bought myself in my life. You know, I didn't even file taxes until I got with my wife, bro. I didn't think that was something you had to do.
Right.
You know,
or something you wanted to do.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right.
And so we started this company, man. And my partner at the time, Charles Day, he sold, and I run the field. So I had this dream, man. Like if I could tell anybody, man, the key to success every day, if I can give you the cheat code, bro. All right. So like, I'll give it to you right now. So like every morning when I get up, here's the key to success. O most gracious and heavenly Father, Lord God, thank you for opening up my eyes today. But most of all, thank you for my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, for what he done at Calvary so that we could have a relationship like we do together. Second of all, thank you for making me the one to break the generational curse of addiction and poverty in my family. I give you so much praise, God, for allowing me to become the first millionaire in my family, and for watching over the ones that I love, and for making me be the light to guide others from darkness to light. My life is a walking testimony of your grace, mercy, and success. Thank you, God. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Can you feel it?
Bam.
Chills right off the bat.
I do that every morning. You know what I mean? When I had nothing,
right.
I done that every morning, man.
Right.
You know what I mean?
But you also visualized what you got now.
Absolutely.
When you had nothing.
Absolutely. Listen, and that's what I tell anybody. And it's like the thing, like with my rings, my watch, my Louis Vuitton. Like when I first moved to the town, new. Like everybody's like, who's this guy? Like he's flaunting all this stuff. Like I got, I'm about. But what it is when you live my life, and my calling's to give hope. Like I see all these young kids, man, and they think you got to sell dope to have $6,000 rings,
Right.
$6,000 watch, Armani shirt. They think you got to,
Right.
the nicest cars with the big. I mean, because I did. I thought
Right.
that's what I had to do because I seen my dad and them have it.
Right.
So it's like now, it's like, no, man, you ain't got to do that. The only thing you got to do is that prayer I just showed you on this show and the work behind it. You know what I mean?
Right. Well, and you can get the exact same things. It just takes longer
It
because
just
you're
takes-
doing it the right way and not have to
And
look
nobody,
over your
here's the
shoulders.
thing, nobody can ever take it from you.
Exactly.
When you do it the right way, nothing can be taken from you, man. It's earned.
Right.
And that's
And
what
you
makes
appreciate it more.
Absolutely. And it's the struggle. At the time, you don't realize how you're stressed out, you're hating it, and you don't realize the struggle. But the struggle is what makes you, man. Like I know what it's like. And I tell my kids, every day I do my prayer, I do 3 random acts of kindness. I don't tell nobody.
Right.
Nobody. I do that every single day. And that right there is what makes me who I am, man.
Right.
It's what makes me like you judge a man by his family, Before I get any of these or even got any of my things, listen, my daughter's got anything that they need,
Right.
If they want something, I make them clean a truck or work something around the house, you know what I mean?
Right.
Like my wife, like my wife I was talking about, like she believed in me when she was the only person that believed in me, Now I have another foster mom that I would go to the summers with in Owensboro, and she was the only one. Her name's Penny Mullins. Okay, so she was the only one that never gave up on me, man. Like they wouldn't send me pictures of my daughter when I was locked up. Like she would send them to me on the kiosk, and it's like now, like this coming up summer, like I'm taking her to Disneyland. You know what I mean? Like, hey,
I think it's ironic too that we both, like, especially me being 900 miles away, we both found our women in Harlan, Kentucky.
Absolutely, that's the best
right now,
place.
mine's down there running a women's residential treatment center.
That's
and
awesome,
it's
man.
fantastic, bro. And just seeing, like you're saying, giving them that hope and giving them. So what we're doing is trying to go above and beyond instead of just giving them, like a day-to-day, and a routine and a schedule, which they need to go by in the groups and everything. We're also giving them tools from our personal playbooks.
Absolutely.
And it's like you said, prayer, meditation,
You have
grounding, breath work, exercise, like literally tools from our playbook. And I'm telling them, I'm like, do these consistently, let your mind get right. Because it took me, bro, probably like 9 months to a year to get even close to as sharp as I am now. You can't beat your body and your mind and your soul up for 2 decades and expect to be good in 30 days.
Yeah, 100%.
We're huge advocates for long-term treatment, like me and you went through. And if I didn't do that, man, if I didn't have that first year and a month before I got into the construction or whatever, and there's no way, there's no way.
I was like with my wife staying at her parents', man. Like she bought me my first phone. Like I truly am, like my best friend in the world is my wife, bro. I have my generals that are in Gutter Pro. Like Arlie Trusty's my superintendent. Dylan Mason's one of my foremans. Jacob Gregory's my other superintendent that's in charge. Like them, and Jonathan Dickin runs all maintenance. Them 4, you know what I mean? And I have Alex and Jordan. They've been with me from day one. But the men in my company, like we're a family. Everybody, if you put on, and that's the same thing. Like I have rules. Like if you smack your wife, you get charged with drugs. You get a DUI. Like you're fired, man. Like
Right.
we're professionals. What you carry yourself as a professional on the project and off the project. Like one of my mottos is set the standard for professionalism. Like
Well, not let alone professionalism, but just like integrity and normal things as a man.
a real man.
A normal man doesn't do that stuff.
But when you got guys who come from the lifestyles that we've come to,
Right.
you got to have some structure in them to keep them going in the right direction.
Exactly.
Or if not, they'll fall back out.
Right.
As soon as they get some money, they go hang out with the wrong people, start getting a few drinks,
Right.
and they get their mentalities back. It's like, hey, look, at least if you take care of them and they realize that you give them the shot nobody else would, that the one thing that they got to keep pressing forward in is their job. And if they act stupid, they'll lose it. So it's like with this one job, like what makes me, and I read this, man, and I forgot who said it, but what makes me the best, because I always want to be the boss I wish I had. And I got one goal, and that is I put all my men's dreams inside my dream. You know what I'm saying? Like Artie wants to make $150,000 a year. Okay. He's going to make that with me. Jacob wants $100,000 a year. chill on his farm on the weekends, nothing else. Okay, he's got that with me. Dylan wants to run another company that he's a huge part of and not just a lead man. Okay, I'll start another company in Tennessee. There's All Pro.
There you go.
Jonathan Dickin, my mechanic, he wants his own shop. Okay, I'm building a shop down at my other house in Albany, a new Gutter Pro and All Pro shop. He can run it there.
That's awesome.
Like we're a family. I like, because at the end of the day, I mean, if you write people off as just checks and dollars, then they're going to go somewhere else. You can't use people as tools. It's a family, man.
Well, and also, like you said, you got to use that lived experience and pour into them, right? Because it's a form of, even though there's monetary involvement, it's still service work because you're actually teaching people how to live from the tools of your own playbook, from lived experience that you went through to make them better, just like you try and make yourself better every day.
When I hire them, I didn't just hire them. I took their family on.
Right.
Like, I got to make sure these guys is taken care of. Their wife and their kids look toward them as the only shepherd of the family. So I got to make sure that they got that. Like, it's a huge responsibility. That's why I just don't hire everybody, then drop everybody off in the winter and all. No. No, I got 24 employees and they work every single day, 50, 60 hours a week, however many they want. And I keep it like it. If in the summer it picks up, if I feel like I could use another crew, then I'll tell them, hey, listen, I got a part-time from you. This is how this is. But as far as being a full-time employee, I'm not going to commit to that. But when all the men that work for me now, they're full-time and they're family men. Like, they come to my 4th of July party. My kids know them. My kids know their kids. Their kids know my kids. Like, it's not just a clock-in, punch-out job. Like, Kentucky Gutter Pro is a family. Right. I mean, we're big in the community, you know. And that was another thing. Like, I tore down Madison County my whole life in the community. And I moved there. And just now have I got established in being the man that I wanted everybody to know that I was. Like, it took, because, you know, like I said, they see the diamond rings and they're thinking, oh, whatever, this guy, or the Jordans and all this guy. Like, look, bro, like, I come from nothing. Just because, don't let the Jordans fool you, man. I got pigs and chickens, bro. I noodle catfish out of ponds. Like,
right.
I'm a retired gravelwood gangster. You know what I mean?
Well, not let alone don't let the Jordans fool you, but I actually have money today to where I can buy any of the stuff that I want, and it's not affecting like my family, my mortgage, like I'm taking care of everything. I got this on top of that. Yeah. And then you don't even know about all my investments. Like, that's it. You know what I mean? Absolutely. It's like you're building something.
And I get to go speak to these kids, and that's the greatest hope, man. That's the greatest calling, man, is being a man of God. And I'm flawed in every way, bro. I got a horrible mouth. You know what I mean? I got a bad anger problem. But that's what he come down here for, was for the flawed. You know, you can't let nobody push you in directions. And that's what I tell everybody. You develop your own relationship with your Lord and Savior, and you run with that. Don't let nobody say, oh, well, you shouldn't do this, you shouldn't do this. It's like marriage. Listen, me and my wife get on each other's nerves bad sometimes, but we talk through it and we press on. At the end of the day, she knows that there's one man no matter what that has her, and I know there's one woman no matter what that has me, and that's us. So that's what I tell everybody. Don't let modern religious people say, oh, well, you can't do that and do this. No, man, you get a relationship and you run with it.
Right.
Period. And that's what I've done, man. God, grit, and grind.
3 G's.
3 G's, baby. That's
God,
it.
Git, grind, and get, baby.
That's it.
For the quad.
Yeah, that's it.
Well, and every great man in the Bible is flawed.
Absolutely.
King Saul, King David, King Solomon.
Yeah.
Like every one of them that did fantastically great things also did some super shady stuff.
And you reach certain people in life that when you start leveling up and you start being confident, that you rub them wrong and they all critique, you know. And it's like, look, man, do you really think that David, before he killed Goliath, was questioning, oh, man, I don't know if I could do this, you know? No, you walk fast, talk loud, man. Listen, if I tell you I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it. When I told everybody, like, and I joke with them, like, I am going to be number 1 in Kentucky in commercial and residential. I'm already top 10, but I will take over and be number 1. And because I watch all these crooked companies, they treat people wrong. They don't have the knowledge. They get pretty-faced salesmen that's never even been on a job before, that's never done nothing.
Right.
And they have them go to these old people's houses who take advantage of them and sell on roofs and stuff when it's like, no. What I have is a particular set of skills, okay? When all these other companies don't know something, they call me.
Right.
And I hook them up. And it's like when you build such a reputation that your enemies can't talk about you because you're an asset to them, then you're doing something. Right. And that's what I wanted to do, man. And that's what the good Lord has blessed me to be able to do is have Kentucky Gutter Pro and be a light to my community, because I tore down Madison County. So then I move into Wayne County, and I finally get to know and I meet real people. And it's like we were talking about, you show me your friends, and I'll show you who you are.
Exactly.
Well, look, man, every person that I'm around on a daily basis is a first responder. They're in the National Guard. You know what I mean? That's my group of men, and they're all godly, strong men, man. And they all are at the gym, and I mean, I am so blessed to have the circle that I'm in. So I had this void, man, because, first of all, so during me and my wife being together, I get to the Arnold Classic. First time getting fit, man, because I started looking in the mirror, and I was, coming out of recovery, long-term treatment, like I was fat as hell.
Right.
You know what I mean? Straight up.
Went from 110 pounds.
Oh, 240 pounds, fat boy.
Right.
All right, like fat boy, 30% body fat, fat boy,
right.
Round, dumpling. And my wife loved me the whole time. You know what I mean? And I started looking at myself in the mirror like, I'm not happy with this guy.
Right.
Like, this is almost like looking at myself strung out again. Like I'm doing good.
Right.
But I'm not happy. And once again, my wife put me up, built me up, but you can't put nobody in front of yourself. If you ain't happy, you need to fix it.
Exactly.
So I'm like, I'm going to the gym. I'm getting to the gym. Because I got my buddy, Will Flores. He breathes the gym, man. And he was my inspiration, first inspiration in the gym. I mean, he's about this tall, you know what I mean? And short arms. He benched 225 3 times and stand up, and he looks like the Hulk. I mean, he just low gravity, man. You know what I mean? Me, I gotta,
right.
You know. But I start going to the gym, and I bulk up first. I get me a coach. I get to like 297 pounds. And I mean, I'm thick, but my blood work was a little off. So
right.
It's like, hey, cut weight now. So in the process, first time I ever cut no weight in my life, disciplined and doing everything that you was talking about, fasting and all
right.
that. So like I go all in. Well, I dropped 47 pounds, and now I feel like, I'm elite, bro. I'm a unit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like I'm 240 pounds. I got up this morning. I done barbell rows, deadlifts, and run 2 miles in 18 minutes.
Nice.
Like that was good for me, man.
Right.
Like I'd done that before anybody else got out of bed.
Right.
You know, and so I get in this shape, and I've got everything in cruise control, man. Gutter Pro's doing this, doing that. We're helping everybody. Everybody's lined out, and I've got this void, Adam. And I'm like, man, like I'm in the best shape of my life.
Still something missing.
And there's something missing. So I start talking and praying this. So like, come March 1st, I'm 2026 recruit class for Monticello Fire Department. So I'm going to be a fireman, man.
Nice.
You know what I mean? And that's
some real service work,
baby. Some real
baby.
service work.
Yeah, let's go in and save some people.
Absolutely, man. And that's what I wanted to do. Like God built me up and put me in a position where, all right, I'll just move people around. I'll still go land some big fish and some big projects. I'll still go sell all kinds of jobs. But I also got enough free time and enough men that has been brought into positions to where I could serve, man, and be more in the community. And it's like I tell anybody, like the goal in my life is to be the one. Like I want my wife to know that no matter what, out of any man in the world that she could have or to call to come protect her, I'm the one. I want my kids to know, out of any dad that they could ever have in the world, that I'm the one.
Right.
You know,
to be there for your family.
To be there for your family. Like you want that, like my brothers, man. I want them to know no matter what happens in their life now, Like there's one man that they can call. That's their big brother. I'm the one.
Well, it's like we were talking about. It's that mental, physical, and spiritual well-being. Like, dude, that methadone, like you see people, especially in like the southern parts of the country, like
it's coming off 120 milligrams a day methadone, hands drawn up.
So people in like the southern part of the country, like meth's huge, you know, it wasn't, I mean, it is now, but it wasn't like big in New York when I was growing up. But, dude, that methadone took me to like 285 pounds, like super, like, so like my before and afters in addiction is like, this dude's like ballooned up, just looking like super depressed and like, you know, like he just wants to eat everything in sight. And it's like no gym, no spirituality, totally hit by addiction, you know, none of that pyramid we're talking about. And it's like, I think right now I'm like 207. But
you look good, man.
I got a little bit more to go, but I'm almost there, bro. I'm like
the process, brother.
And it's just like, you know, that hard work and consistency. It's like, it's because I did it healthy, right? It took me like 7 years to get from 285 to like 207. But it's also a very healthy way, doing like a pound here, a pound there over a long period of time. I'm not trying to drop 40 pounds this month. No, you know what I mean? No. And I'm not trying to lose muscle. I'm trying to just lose fat slowly.
Just lose the fat. That's it.
And bro, it's the recovery time too. Like just knowing like cold plunges, saunas, steam rooms, shocking your body, bro.
Every day. I'm huge in the sauna.
Yeah.
All right.
Sweating out the fat, baby.
I'll go work out for an hour and 15 minutes, sometimes a little bit longer. But then I go to the sauna no matter what every single day for 40-minute session. Yeah. I'll either do 2 20s with a break in between or I'll do 140. And like believe it or not, like I've had some of the most God moments with men talking to them in the sauna. There's something about your body when you're 170 degrees.
Well, that's why they do like those sweat lodges and things too. It's just
I've never
like,
been in one.
Me neither, but
it'd be cool.
It seems like it'd be the same kind of deal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then my buddy Matt Hoover and James Kilburn at the Armory, they got a cold plunge. So I was going. They're cleaning it out right now, which they're going to be fixing it, having it ready for me next week. But or for us. But I started going in there to the cold plunge. This was my first time doing a cold plunge.
Right.
Man, like now I'll go in there and I'll cold plunge. I'll sit for 10 minutes.
Right.
You know, that's when you're disciplined, man.
Right.
Setting 10 minutes and at 33 degrees.
Absolutely. Well, and it's like sometimes too, you want to like hone in on the times too. Like I've realized you can actually go too long too. So it's like you just want to shock your body. You don't want your body used to something that's dramatic. So it's like cold plunge. I think the sweet spot is 3 to 6 minutes.
3 to 6 minutes.
Sauna's supposed to be like 10, but like you said, I always rock like 20 or 30 just because.
Well, I seen it on the sauna. It was to increase your growth hormone times 100. Do 1 15-minute session, 10-minute pause, and another 15-minute session.
Right. That way you don't shock it for 30 straight, but you get the 2 15 minutes.
Yeah, I'll shock it for 30 straight. Sometimes, whatever, let's say. Right. I don't follow the rules on everything. Right. You know what I mean? But it works.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
You know, when you start, and that's the thing. That's what I tell anybody. If you just get up and go to the gym, like it in 6 months, just give it 6 months, man. If I told you in 6 months you could change your whole life.
Right.
All right. Then no matter what, don't listen to none of the noise in the first 3 or none of that. Just in 6 months, go to the gym at least 3 or 4 times a week for 45 minutes.
Right.
That's it. And in 6 months, you'll look in the mirror and then you'll be hooked because you'll see the results. When you look at it every single day, you don't see nothing.
Well, not let alone seeing the results, but the closest thing I've found to getting high, dopamine and serotonin wise, sober, is smashing a really good high intensity workout.
Yeah, that's
like it's the closest you're going to get to how you used to feel in addiction sober.
Yeah, that's it. That's the truth.
And not let alone that, but it's like it spills over into every other area of your life. If you're disciplined in that aspect, you'll be disciplined spiritually and you'll be disciplined mentally. And if you're physically on point, your mental cognition is better anyways. So it's like, why am I not trying to function at my fullest?
When you can walk in a room and your presence speaks without you saying a word.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
When you walk in the room and your presence speaks without you even saying anything yet.
Just glowing.
Just glowing. Like, they're like, there's the man. Right. You know what I mean? And that's the whole goal. And, you want, well, Justin Gaethje said it best. If one man can hold you down, 2 can rape you. So make sure one man can't ever hold you down. You know what I mean?
and don't ever become that person to think like you can do it and you got there without God, right? Realizing God's everything, I'm nothing.
God's
getting out of my own way and letting him shine through.
I have a bracelet that I wear when I don't go out, and it says I am second. Okay, it's the Lecrae bracelet. It's me, and I give all my close buddies one. And I always listen. Without God, I'm not here.
Right.
Period.
Exactly.
Without God, I'm not her dad. Without God, I ain't got my wife.
Right.
Without God, I lose everything, you know. But with God,
sky's the limit.
Enjoy the show, baby.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So how did your past shape the kind of leader you are today? I mean, obviously I know where you were at and where you're at now, but like,
it shaped me, man, because, I mean, I know what it's like to not have nothing. Share Roman noodles. You know, I Bob Barker packages in jail. You know what I mean? Like, there was no canteen.
Garbage bag, ramen, hot water, sausage, spring sausage, cheese.
And bless her heart, like my wife makes them for the kids sometimes, and they think it's good. And I'm like, no, absolutely not. Like, I don't eat Roman noodles no more. Why don't you, Dad? Because
I don't have to.
I lived off of them for 2 years. I don't have to.
Right.
Well, this is good. Well, so is a 6-ounce sirloin. You know what I mean?
And not let alone do I not have to, but I know that it's probably not even legal to call it food.
Yeah.
Because it's not something a human being is supposed to actually swallow.
100%. 100%.
Show me the nutritional facts on that, and God bless you.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
But it's, if I could change anything, I would change nothing. Nothing. Even the time, and it breaks me. Like, I'll get emotional, man, because, like, even the time I spent away from my daughter, you know, I wouldn't change nothing, because it all molded me into who I am right now. You know, I've got custody of my daughter. I've got 3 amazing bonus daughters. I've got one. I'm the only dad that she's got, and that's everything. That's the greatest. That's the greatest award that can be happen, man. Is knowing that no matter what, you're the one. So you need to step up bucket now. You know, you didn't get clean. God didn't rescue me for being a 110-pound needle junkie to make me average, the average Joe that runs the average construction company that is just an average 35-minute-a-day gym guy.
Average Joe's gym.
He didn't do that, bro. He rescued me to have the #1 construction company in Kentucky, to have the #1 in Tennessee, and to be a strength and fitness model for Pump Dog Performance and Apparel, and to when your house is burning down and you need somebody and you need to call somebody, that one guy that you know that can show up with the other guys, the other heroes, first responders, me. And that's my calling, man. And that's what I know is going to happen. And I put the work in every single day, and I pray to God every single day for it. And it don't matter who it is or who critiques it, I know. See, faith ain't what you see, it's what you know. That's when people get tricked, is they let other people divert them in directions on what they believe. No. When I tell you I know something and this is going to happen, it's going to happen because I'm going to put the work in. And it's between me and God. And He'll make sure I got it. So I don't need nobody else. Enjoy the show.
Right. God can move a mountain.
Absolutely.
But do you expect Him to move it when you got a bulldozer?
Yeah, that's it. That's it. I always tell everybody, look, we serve a God, not a genie.
Right.
You know, it ain't rub a little lamp. Hey, give me this. No. You can pray to be a bodybuilder, but unless you get up at 6 o'clock in the morning and grab some weight, ain't nothing going to happen.
Right.
You know, you can pray to be successful and have a good business. Unless you put people in line and get up and go get the jobs, you can't put a little Angie's lead out and expect them to call you and, well, here's you a lead, go get this job. No, man, go knock on doors.
GITT up, baby. Get up.
Yeah, that's it. Get up.
Do something different.
Get in a truck.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Get in a
there.
truck and go get it.
Yeah.
You know, and that's what separates. That's why I wouldn't change my life. Is because I know what I come from. And I know I never want to go back there. That's the gift of desperation. Exactly. I know it's like not to have a family. I know it's like not to have nobody. And I've got all that now. So
and you know what it's like. You can tell just in your voice and how passionate you are about what you're doing. You know what it's like to have a calling and a passion and a purpose and why you were put here on earth and why you went through what you went through.
Yeah.
So you could help others get out of it.
Absolutely.
It's like I did a meme probably a few years ago, but I use it like once a year when I just see it again because I love it. It's like God pulled you out of the fire, and then I changed the GET to GITT so you could get back in and pull others out.
That's it, man.
It's like, you know what I mean? He didn't just save us from what we should have been dead millions of times for nothing. It's for a reason.
That's everything, bro.
Yeah.
That is.
And that's why I go so hard with what I'm doing. I'm not, you know, at first, obviously, like you want people to see what you're doing to get noticed, you know, because you're like doing different businesses. And if nobody sees what you're doing, you can do the greatest work in the world, but it don't help
It
you.
has to be promoted, man.
But now it's like, you know, I got people reaching out to me all the time. Like people I've never met, different countries, different places. It's amazing,
now, because
bro.
you put
And
it there, though.
And
You put the work in.
It's just like right when I'm like, man, you know, like I'm tired. Like maybe just hit the brakes or something. Somebody would be like, yo, that thing that you said, you know, 3 days ago, that literally saved me from relapse. And I'm like, that's crazy. I've never even met this person.
Yeah.
So it's like, now I go harder. I'm like, if anything, I turned it up 5 notches, you know?
And that's like there's random people, man, that message me from my hometown. And during the process of 8 years clean, there's been so many blessings, man. Like there was no recovery ever even brought into Madison County Detention Center. And when I had 3 years clean, there was an individual, Mike St. John, who started St. John Recovery, and he was trying to get into the jail. And he helped me contact the jailer, Stephen Tussey, and I got to go into my jail, man. My jail. The one
St. John?
Yeah, the one that, but it was the jail, though, that I raised so much hell in. Every guard there knows me. Everybody, I mean, I'm known for being bad. And to go in there and let them see somebody with their eyes who's been transformed was one of the most greatest blessings God ever put on me, man. Fox 56 followed us in. I actually prayed for this dude that was in a hole. This guy was in the hole, beating, slamming stuff. And one of the jailers there was actually like deputies. He was like, that dude's definitely reminding us of you. And I was like, hey. I walked over the door, and he's like, man, I've been in here. And I said, look, I want to pray with you real quick. And if you promise me you'll be good, I'll talk to these guards. You come in here and watch me give his testimony because I think you need to hear it. And he's like, man, I'd really like that. And they let me and St. John go in the cell, in the hole, 4 foot by 4 foot area. That's all it is. And we prayed together. And they brought him straight out, and he got to sit in there, man, and watch me give my testimony. And it was because that they knew who I was. And it's just, you know, God doesn't rescue you to be anonymous.
Right.
Keep that shit for the books, bro. He rescued it. Have your full name written out. That way when somebody like me thinks that nobody can relate, man, shut up. I don't want to hear that guy. He come from Golden Spoon. He ain't nobody. He can't relate to me. Can sit down next to you and says, hey, hold up, man. This. Well, I done this. Well, me too. Then God can intervene and work, man, and plant seeds.
Right.
That's what it's supposed to be. You know, you get too many people who's scared and who don't want to say this or don't want to say that. Like on my company page, and we're a huge company.
And what is that company page?
Hey, Kentucky Gutter Pro and Specialty Roofing Systems. You know, on that page, man, when you go on there.
You got a website?
Yeah.
What is it?
www.kygutterpro/roofing.com.
kygutterpro/roofing.com. We're gonna pull it up.
Oh, yeah, you're about to see some fly stuff, bro. Yeah. I mean, we do anything from multi-million-dollar full exteriors that we've designed for Don Franklin Jr. that owns Don Franklin Car Lot. The current project right there, if you'll go back one on the top, right there's, that's another one.
Kentucky Gutter Pro and Specialty Roofing. Nice.
Just the normal homes. Like I
Right.
will never turn down to help anybody.
Oh, that's a cool cabin.
Oh yeah, it was nice. We put a red standing seam roof on that one.
Reminds me of like a Gatlinburg deal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We built that from ground up.
Is that a pole barn?
Yep.
Nice.
We do them. Now that one is in Eagle Point. We done that one up in the mountains too. That was a whole full exterior.
Look at you looking a lot more slim and fit than this guy, huh?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Kentucky Gutter Pro, Specialty Roofing Systems, trusted construction and exterior remodeling company in Monticello, Kentucky and surrounding areas. We specialize in providing top-notch gutter and roofing services to enhance the functionality and aesthetic appeal of homes. Our team is dedicated to delivering high-quality workmanship and exceptional customer service. I love
That's
it.
it, man.
Yeah, we have to get you some business, bro.
Yeah, we do everything.
Absolutely. All forms of siding, metal and vinyl, shingle roofing systems, stand and seam roofing systems, commercial flat roofing systems, fencing.
Yeah, we're actually certified by Mule Hide and Carlisle on flat roofing systems. We got our own stand and seam panel machine.
Nice.
Yep. And all forms of siding, metal, vinyl. We're actually putting on the Petrie residence. The siding that they brought in was from Japan. It was a $160,000 siding package. It's called Toy Shoigan, and it's 8-inch bamboo, and it's burnt black, and it snap locks together like hardwood flooring.
It's made for surviving all those typhoons over there, bro.
Bro, it's bad. It's bad.
It's like carbon fiber on steroids.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yep, and that was me and my partner, Charles, right there.
Okay.
Yep.
Nice. Shingles, too.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it doesn't matter what it is. If it's outside, we do it.
Nice. What kind of projects you into right now where you got everything going on right now?
Right down there, if you'll go down one, right there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so this residence right here.
Oh, so that's cool. So you're actually updating in real time.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. This is the residence right here. This is the Petrie residence. It's probably a $2.4 million project. That's the Shoigun siding that I was telling you about that's on the sides.
That looks awesome.
We actually, so like, as you see in the back, it changes color. So like, you got the house, which is huge, and it comes through a glass foyer into right back there. That's the party. That's the ballroom. On the other side is a 5-car garage, and on the back is another 4-car garage.
Nice.
And you go in like, and it's
9 cars deep, baby. Fast and the Furious style.
Like we put, let me see here. Let me get this right. 850 square standing seam on that house. We done everything that you see. We're doing.
Nice.
We're the full exterior. We're the only one doing everything on the whole project. We've done all the standing seam. We're coming back and doing black on the. That's all steel. They have them steel beams put in. I mean, this house is unbelievable, man. It is.
It looks awesome,
It's
man.
a masterpiece.
I'll have to come check that out.
I actually took her, my youngest daughter. She comes and hangs out with me because the other ones are teenagers and I'm the villain. You know what I mean?
Oh, man. Every teenager from 13 to 17 hates their parents even though they shouldn't.
That's it. When they hit 13 up, you become the villain. Well, she's just 12, so I'm still the hero. You know what I mean?
Well, and then if you're doing everything right, once you get to like 19, that should revert back to, I love him to death again.
That's exactly
Mine probably took longer into my 20s or whatever. But I mean, it's just that age, bro.
Yeah. Well, so my oldest, she hated me 13, 14, 15, 16. She turned 17. Now I'm the hero again. Yeah. Like she calls me all the time now, but she knows since my job as a dad, like I'm not here to be your best friend, man.
Right.
Like it's a cruel world. I'm raising y'all to be successful women, independent women that you don't need nobody. You ain't trying to people press. You're not codependent on nobody. Like, hey, I got you.
Right.
And I do a very good job, man. I do. My wife and me are amazing parents. My wife sits at home and she runs all the books for Gutter Pro and All Pro, and she's takes care of the girls, man. You know. If she didn't want a job, she wouldn't have to have a job. She was with me when I had nothing. You know what I mean? She supported me.
Pull up my YouTube, Coop. I want to show them. I actually got footage of your guys going to deliver some gutters.
Really?
Yeah, you didn't see it?
No.
Yeah, check it out. I put it on my YouTube channel. Go to the most recent short, Coop. This is Kentucky Gutter Pros on their way to the job when they're late.
Don't start, bro.
Bro, this thing's blowing up. 26,000 likes.
That's hilarious.
3.5 million views. I put that on there 3 days ago.
Yeah.
Killing it, bro.
Hey, what's funny is I got a van that has the extra top on the top of it.
Right.
You know, that looks like the old food vans. And I painted it all up. It's all Gutter Pro'd out. And I tell my daughters, I'm like, look, if you argue with me, I promise I'll come pick you up from school in the van. They're like, no, don't come get us in the van.
Yeah.
But it's like...
Show them the actual channel, Coop, just the main part of it. So all the subscribers, all the listeners out there, man, I appreciate you guys just starting this podcast in November. We're almost approaching 20,000 subscribers, man. And I'm new to YouTube, never did any long form content, anything. So I'm just busting out what I know how to do on here, which is really like shorts and reels. And but I just appreciate, you know, the audience. I appreciate everybody that likes entrepreneurs, you know, comeback stories like ourselves. And just want to thank you all for subscribing to the channel.
I've watched you, man. You got New York Times Square. You got your billboard, man, right on Times Square. Like that's to me, when I seen that, and you're from New York, like I know, because I know how I am. You know, you got to visualize something and visualize it and work toward it. Like when you posted it, I was like, man, he's arrived, bro. He's got it. He's got the dog inside of him.
Well, and that's like you were saying, it's that visualization thing. I remember as a little kid, probably like 5 or 6, being in New York City and seeing all those cool, like, you know, Times Square, all the billboards and stuff. And I'm like, someday I'm going to be up there.
Yeah.
And it took a minute, but we're there, baby.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. That's what I was telling him.
And it's like never give up on those dreams, right? Like, so when I was a kid, I was like, no, I'm going to have a master's degree. I just want to go to school. I'm going to get a master's degree. I literally, until I was 38 years old, had like 19 credits in school. I went, took all the student loans out known demand, didn't do the classes, you know, just manipulated that system as long as I could. Got 19 credits somehow. I don't even know how I even got those credits. Right. And didn't go back to school till I was 38. Now I just got my BA and started my master's degree program.
That's what's up, man.
With consistency, baby, a year and a half, I'll have a master's degree. And it's like, once again, visualize it as a kid.
Attack.
Forgot about it. Addiction killed it. Right back. God can do anything.
Listen, you can lose it all. Everything in addiction. And that's what I tell everybody. If God would have answered my prayers, bro, when I was locked up, them foxhole prayers, you know, that we all have.
Right.
I always tell everybody, if you chase a relationship with God like you do before you go to your court date, then you'll never have no problem in life. But
go just as hard with doing positive, productive things that you did as getting high.
Yeah.
You can do anything.
Oh, that's what listen.
Some of the most resilient
If you chase your dreams
people.
like you did dope, sky's the limit.
Exactly.
That's what I tell anybody. And it's like,
it's a lot of work to be a full-time addict, bro. Some of the most
absolutely
gifted, smartest, intelligent, hardworking people in the world are addicts that went through it, got the spiritual awakening, and now have been sober for years.
I'm a firm believer, man. Listen, that everybody that has one chain on them, if it's addiction, then you're made to do great things. That's the only person that can tear you down is addiction, is yourself.
And
once you
the only person that can reach people in addiction is usually somebody who actually went through it. Like I remember when I was detoxing at Stepworks, bro, a couple doctors were talking to me and whatnot, and I'm thinking, the only thing I could think in my head, I'm like, you don't know what it's like to be dope sick. Who are you talking to?
Yeah.
But then when I actually got a counselor that had 10 years sober, that had been in an fatal accident like I had, that had a messed up left arm like I had, and a bunch of relatable experience, boom, game changer.
Game changer.
Yeah.
And that's it, man. Most powerful words, me too.
Exactly.
That's what's up. But I'm blessed beyond measure, buddy, at the life that I have.
Absolutely.
I really am. But I visualized it. I remember telling when me and Will and all of us in rehab, I was like, listen, man, I'm going to start my own construction company. When all this is lined out, I'm going to have it, and I'm going to take it over, you know. And
you're here now, baby.
I'm here, bro.
Yeah.
I'm here. Been on Fox 56 News 4 times.
I'll be on there next Tuesday.
Each time growing.
Yeah.
Each time growing, man.
Right.
And first podcast ever in my life. Blessed that you have me here. You know
Absolutely.
what I mean? And I mean, you just visualize it and you put the work in.
Right.
You stay locked in. Don't let nobody divert your mind. You stay prayed up, and you just repeat.
Well, you're doing what Arnold did. So I love this quote by Arnold, right? You said you went to the Arnold Classic. I know you're a fan like I am. He said, work. Work, work, work. You know, I mean, this dude literally, you want to talk about perseverance and
Arnold's
determination.
the man, bro.
Came from a country in Europe, didn't even speak barely anything over here. People don't know it. Before he became Mr. Olympia, Mr. Universe, and the best bodybuilder ever in the world, he actually made like $100 million in real estate.
Yeah.
It was super, just grinding, man.
Legit.
Selling properties, buying properties all over California for years while this was going on. And then to become the biggest movie star in the world. But he said, work, work, work. After you've worked, show everybody the work that you've done, which is marketing. So it's like work, grind, do years of work. And then once you get to a certain level, news, podcast, TV, social, just plug it hard.
That's what I told everybody. Like the first 2 years, there wasn't we were just the normal guys. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Work.
Nose to the grindstone.
7 days a week. Man.
Yeah.
Rain, sleet, or snow, gutter pro. It was us three. We was elite, man. And that's why I know is the relationships that we build. It's like good leaders lead with their men.
Right.
You know. Then once you get to a certain point to elevate, the leader has to go get the big fish. You know what I'm saying? But you get respect from your company because of your rough hands. You're doing it your whole life. You get other guys who's been on this their whole life, and they get a degree, and they want to run a construction company, and they're telling these guys, well, it needs to be done like this, it needs to be done that quick, and it needs to be done on this day. And they're like, dude, you've never even done this.
Right.
You've never stepped on this scaffold board with me. How are you going to tell me that this needs to be done in 2 days?
Right.
I mean, once you come up here and show me how to fix it, then they scratch their head, you know. But you get respect from men who you've taught.
Right.
And listen, they still teach me stuff every day. Google's amazing.
Right. Well, bro, today I tell people, like, all this stuff you see me doing is self-taught. It's like I've learned, I got a degree. Yeah, I'm getting a master's degree. I've learned 50 times more than any of that stuff. Like, I'm an advocate for school, but I'm also a huge advocate. You can learn anything on Google and YouTube and just doing it. Like, dude, in 2021, when I started GITT Apparel, no clue how to shoot a video, edit anything, do any social media, anything. Now I'm literally a social media consultant, running other people's social medias and like just doing it for a living on the side. And it's like, it used to be so intimidating, right? Until you do something, you know. It's like, I think it's Michael Jordan say, 10,000 hours at something, you're a professional, right? Mm-hmm. It's like, I'm probably approaching, you know, the 10,000 hours in the social media game.
Definitely professional.
So it's like getting there. And it's just hard work. You can do anything. You don't need to go to school. You can literally teach yourself anything. Mm-hmm. And if you need to learn how to do something, somebody's probably made a 3-minute YouTube tutorial on it. So just YouTube it.
It may not take you 3 minutes.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They cheat on the time, but I 100%.
Yeah.
100%.
I've learned way more doing all this stuff, you know, as far as making money and learning skill sets and learning different, you know, avenues of income by myself and just doing it.
Just putting in the work.
Yeah.
That's what Nike said it best, bro. Just do it.
Just do it, man.
Just do it, man.
Yeah.
That's what I tell anybody.
You ever seen that one, too, where it shows the meme, it's just do it, but it's got some of the letters blanked out? It's just don't quit.
No, I ain't seen
so
that
it's
one.
like, it's got the quit, but the QU isn't there. It just shows
That's
the IT.
bad, though.
And then it's got, instead of don't, like the NT's not there.
Yeah.
And then just, it's cool.
That's what's up.
Just don't quit, baby.
Just don't quit. That's all you got to do. Is just keep pressing forward. And just know, like, you can't mold a true entrepreneur. I mean, you can't mold $1 million mindset and not expect it to be hard.
Right.
I mean, there's going to be times when you just, I mean, if it was easy, everybody would be millionaires.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Everybody'd have a six-pack.
Everybody would have
be
a
jacked.
six-pack. Everybody would be jacked. Everybody would have this and that. But it's like, no.
Discipline. Hard work.
This is hard.
Dedication.
Like, when even in the spots that I've been in, running a business, you get in spots. Even the spots have been in, oh, my God, man, how's this going to happen? Like, all right, resort back to the basics, get my tool bag out, keep it simple. God, thank you for opening up my eyes today. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Hey, go back to the basics. Hey,
right.
it's going to be okay because I know who I belong to.
Exactly.
No matter what. Listen, you didn't make me. You can't break me.
You ever read
You
that?
know what I mean?
You ever read Back to the Basics? You ever read Back to the Basics?
No.
Oh, you got to read it, dude. It's awesome.
Really?
Yeah.
Definitely will.
Yeah, it's like an AA book. It's good.
Yeah.
Back to the Basics.
I've read Bill's story.
Yeah.
The little book.
Yeah.
The little bitty one.
It's good.
Yeah.
And that's in the big book too.
Yeah, it's in the Bill. I read that one.
Nice.
And like my favorite one was in the big book was Safe Haven in the back. When it starts, it says instant coffee, the smell of instant coffee in the cell. What a beautiful smell. And I thought, oh my gosh, I can relate to this. I can relate to this, you know. But
so what would you say to somebody listening right now who feels too far gone to recover?
Message me.
Hit me up personally.
Hit me up personally because you're never too far.
Right.
I've been exactly where you're at. Welcoming death, man. I've been that guy several times. And I didn't have nobody that could relate. And I ended up catching charges. Luckily, I didn't kill myself. I caught charges before that because that would end up happening. So all I say is if you feel like you're too far gone, you're not. Message me, and I can have somebody pick you up tomorrow, and we can get you in treatment ASAP.
Exactly.
Like I'm plugged in like that. When it comes to helping people, like all you got to do is wave the white flag, surrender, and I have a van that says Lake Cumberland Recovery. Pull up at your crib right now and take you and get into treatment, man.
Exactly. And if you need to get out of Kentucky, I know a ton of different places in any state for you. Between both of us, we got honey holes all over.
Absolutely. Listen, you're talking to the plugs when it comes to that.
Yeah.
100%, man.
Exactly. And don't kid yourself. You know, sometimes a fresh start is awesome. And honestly, that was a game changer for me. Going from New York to out here, I do not think I would be sober. I don't think I'd be alive if I didn't move out of New York when I did, honestly. And that was definitely a God thing. And Kentucky gave me a great life. That's why I'm trying to give back to Kentucky, man.
That's the same way where I'm from, man. Like, I tore everything apart. Like, I'm in with Wayne County where I live, and it's the best. It's the best county in the world, man. Like, you could blink driving through it, but it's all God, and it's all just, it's small town USA, man. Right. There's a doughboy in the center of the Monticello with the American flag, and you just go right around it. We still say the Pledge of Allegiance. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's all old school morals, and it's old school, and it's everybody knows everybody.
Right. Family oriented.
Family oriented.
Yeah.
And to be a part of that the right way now as a new man.
Right.
All I want to do is help, man, and take it to the limit, man, be part of the community. I want my kids to know, like, hey, my dad's a firefighter. That was another thing about, like, being a fireman. Like, I want, like, a fireman gets a 21-gun salute. You know what I mean? They're first responder. They get taken down in the fire truck. So it's important to me, like, I want to be a first responder and a hero because I want, that's part of my calling as a story, man. That's who God's surrounded me with. That's everything that he's done. And to know that when I'm dead and gone, my daughters will be there and I'll have, you know, a 21-gun salute. My wife will have the flag, and they'll know that their dad, not only did he overcome addiction, not only did he have companies that he started that are influencing all kinds of men's lives and family, but that he had all that, and he didn't have to do nothing. He didn't need the money, but he signed up to be a first responder and help people. Like that's what I want written about me, man. That's what will be written.
Leaving a legacy.
That's it. That's it. Because
all we used to leave was chaos.
Absolutely. You said it. Took the words right out of my mouth.
And destruction.
That's it.
Yeah. So if you could sit across from the old version of yourself, what would you tell him?
That's a good one. If I could sit across from the old self, I would look him, bro, in his eyes, and I would say, I love you, man. You're enough. I'm sorry that you feel the way that you feel, and you need to forgive yourself, and you don't need to worry about impressing nobody. You need to find your calling now, and you really need to, the number one thing you need to do is stop with this grudge against God, because it's a cruel world, and things happen, and nobody knows the future why things happen. But you can't hold it against him. You got to know that he's for you, and that through any trial that you're going through, it's going to make you be the man that you wish that you could be. If you would just give in now. That's what I would tell him.
Nice. It's awesome, man. Well, on behalf of myself, behalf of the audience, I appreciate you, bro. I appreciate your vulnerability. I appreciate your story. I appreciate your commitment to God, your family, recovery, your men, your work. I think it's awesome, everything that you're doing, and you're a hope shot, brother. You know, you're out here living the deal and, you know, walking the walk and talking the talk. Your audio matches your visual, and that's why I thought you'd be a perfect fit for this podcast.
Thank you for having me, man. It's a blessing.
And if anybody wants to get a hold of you, give them all the social media plugs.
I got you. Yeah. Absolutely. It's first you can go to my Facebook, which is Kentucky Gutter Pro and Specialty Roofing Systems. That's if you're in Kentucky. If you're in Tennessee, you go to All Pro Exteriors and Specialty Roofing Systems. That's my company in Tennessee. You can go to the internet at www.kygutterpro/roofing.com and check out our Gutter Pro website there. And other than that, Facebook, Joseph Hatton. You can message me personally there if you need help in recovery or anything else. If you're a woman and need help in recovery, my wife is Julie Hatton. You'll see a picture of me and her together. You can message her directly and she'll get you help. We're really plugged in with Lake Cumberland Recovery. We're real close friends with the owner, Mikey, and Bambi, the coordinator, Jessica Renner. Like I can get you help if you need help today.
Jen and I are friends with all of them too.
Yeah.
Good people.
Great people, man.
And I appreciate you, brother. If you guys liked me and Brad's story, if you like watching CEOs, entrepreneurs, creators, and comeback stories, especially this one, the comeback story,
That's it.
I love it. You're on the right channel. Every Thursday, 5 a.m., audio on all platforms, 4 p.m., YouTube and Spotify. We're going to streamline this episode with my man Brad this Thursday at 4 p.m. on YouTube. Tune in. I appreciate you guys. Thanks for coming on, brother.
Thanks, man.